Hey guys, and welcome back. Now today I'm going to show you the finished product of the Toronto, if hopefully I pronounced that right. But yeah, also I'm going to tell you some news about some certain LEGO models, and as you might be able to see in the tabs, a possible K.A.R.R Night Automated Roving Robot, aka K.A.R.R from Knight Rider. So yeah, and of course you got K.I.T.T up there as well. We are going to show all those off in today's video. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, I have finally finished designing this car. I finished designing it I think about a week or two ago. So it's got a full interior, as you can see. It's got all the seats, the boot works, the hood works. There's an engine in the hood as well, underneath the hood. Actually buffed up the frame as well, so it wouldn't be so weak when you actually built it in real life. And yeah, the car looks quite nice indeed. So we actually finally finished putting this car together. It took about 2 months, but most of it was just going on and off. And I think I'm still going to upgrade this car and make it a little bit shorter in length, because it seems a bit too long at in the middle, if that makes any sense. So it might be shortened by at least 2 studs, I reckon. And I've got K.I.T.T in the general off to the left, which you can't see. But yeah, let's check out what this car looks like. Okay, first things first, I'm going to show you something that you've never seen before, and that is the engine of this car, because, well, the car never had an engine. Just gonna open up the hood. Sorry guys, this may take some, there we go. Okay, now this isn't the most detailed engine in the world, because I'm still trying to learn how to make some pretty nice looking engines, but there is some stuff in the engine. Like, obviously, if I had a bunch of cords and wires, that would actually look a lot nicer, but I honestly have no idea where those things are in Digital Designer, and the pipings or the tubing that I use for my trains just wouldn't really fit in this area, and it was overall would not look that nice. But yeah, so this is all tiled off. I think I mentioned this in another video before, because that covers up all how I actually got that grill angled like that. So that's all been covered up. So yeah, this is actually the same kind of angle design as the Creator Expert car, like the black car, you know, the car that I stole the rims off, because K.I.T.T I thought would need them more than this car, but it turns out that they aren't really needed in K.I.T.T anymore, because that's something else I'm going to tell you guys. Is I actually found a new purpose for K.I.T.T's rims. I'm actually going to go back to the car again, so it'll be complete again, which is great. So yeah, that's the engine. Something cool, I guess. Control Z to put the hood back, and let's check out, well, the interior and show you my fully decked out interior. It's fairly realistic or accurate to the real car, so once I get this opened up, I might show you a picture of what the actual interior looks like. So we have our doors. The doors open nicely. I got all that stuff, some more detail here and there, and you can see there's a bunch of speed dials or things there. Like, this is an Australian car, so the steering wheel is on the right side instead of the left side, like most of the cars I built, because they're from America. The General Lee and Knight K.I.T.T are all American cars. You can see, like, got the accelerator or the brake. I actually haven't driven a car in a long time, so I don't remember which way around they are. I think there's supposed to be a third pedal in there somewhere, I don't know. But something new, I actually managed to get the steering wheel angled, which is really nice, because it actually looks quite nice indeed. You can see it's very close to the seat as well, which is a lot better than most of my cars that I've built so far. So yeah, and you got your back seat back there as well. So yeah, it looks quite nice. If you have a look in the middle, you might be able to see there's a little grill or something. It's like an air vent or something. I think it's like an air conditioner. So yeah. Now moving on to the back of the car here. Which the back, honestly, I'm quite happy with the way the back looks. It's not perfect, obviously. It will never be perfect. But it's pretty damn good, I reckon. So I really hope this guy will appreciate the car I built for him. As you can see, the boot opens. And there you go. You would store some stuff in there. It's not the best storage, but honestly, the real car didn't have that much space either. So, yeah. But yeah, there you go. That is my Toronto car that I've designed for someone. And still awaiting whether they want this car or not. So, hopefully they do. And if they do, we'll start ordering the parts as soon as possible. And start putting this thing together. So it's really cool. That is the Toronto. Next up is K.A.R.R from Knight Rider. That's right. I actually made K.A.R.R thanks to these brand new rims, which are a lot more accurate and screen accurate to the real TV show. If you remember, the rims were very wide. Yeah, I'll get my Lego kit here. This is going to be a bit hard to show. But if you have a look on the front of the wheel of the black car on the left, you can see there's a big space between the actual wheel arch and the wheel. And if you have a look on the computer, you can see that is very small, whereas there's a gap on top of the wheel too. And we actually got a proper fender bump, or whatever those things are called. So yeah, that was basically the difference between the rim I got now and the rim on the computer. So thanks to that new rim design, we actually allowed for a lot more accurate car light grey plastic going from one end to another. And yeah, you can see what I mean by little bumps. Like, they're a lot more accurate because, yeah, which is really nice. But yeah, I think the wheel size is honestly really quite accurate. It still does annoy me that K.I.T.T is shorter in height towards the generally, but I know I've said that so many times, but I'm sorry, it just bugs me. But yeah, I really like K.A.R.R's like yellowish, greenish scanner at the front, and in the car I gave it like a kind of gross green color, which is exactly how it would be in the actual show. So the interior is pretty much the same as, well, K.I.T.T. So yeah, just a different paint job. Honestly, I really do believe that K.A.R.R looks nicer than K.I.T.T. Like, it's just something about light grey on black that just looks gorgeous. Really does. Like, man, it looks good. So yeah, I decided to make K.A.R.R because why not? You know what I mean? So there's K.A.R.R. And then we'll go to K.I.T.T, the main protagonist, and we'll show you all the little upgrades I've done to this car. Okay, upgrade 1 was the rim change. Upgrade 2 was there's actually a slightly more harsher slope, so it kind of gives K.I.T.T like a little bump up. I don't know if you can see that, you probably can't because K.I.T.T black on black is really hard to see. But yeah, it's a little bump up. The back is actually thinner at the back by one whole skinny, so the lights are correct height, or at least the back lights. That's something I recently added to my real life K.I.T.T. So yeah, the back is shorter by one whole stud. The seats are completely redesigned. Let me just open up this door real quick. But yeah, they're actually closer to K.I.T.'s steering wheel. And it's completely redesigned. The seats are thinner too, which I believe is more accurate to K.I.T.T. And because of the new rim design, I'll go on this side because you can see it. This went on top because there's actually studs there. I actually added a little cheese slope, and since this is a more harsher, you can see it's slightly harsher than that slope there, which makes K.I.T.T's views, if I shut that door again, you can see that it actually isn't really visible. It's only these little spikes that are visible really when you come over to the side, and yeah. And the tiny gaps at the front, which I honestly can't be bothered, but there's little tiny gaps at the front. They're no longer visible because there's actually a tile there that's all the bricks, so it's a slight smidge of a gap. They'd be more visible on my real life kit. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's really changed with K.I.T.T here. And yeah, it's really nice. It really does add a difference to K.I.T.T, it really does. So the rim that was used was a little rim piece like that, just in black. And you can see it just slots in there. So yeah, that's pretty much all I really wanted to show you guys. So you've got all K.I.T.T's new upgradations. You've got K.A.R.R, which just looks beautiful. I love K.A.R.R, even though K.A.R.R is evil. And you got the K.A.R.R. So there you go. That's all I really wanted to show you. And just have the general, because the general is also a part of this video as well, because I've got some sad news to say. I don't know if you guys already knew this, but I submitted my generally multiple times, but I didn't get an approval because it was from the Dukes of Hazzard. I tried not mentioning the Dukes of Hazzard, but this car is just too iconic and they can just recognize it anywhere. So unfortunately, anything from the Dukes of Hazzard, because it's a license and LEGO does not have the rights to it, it could not be submitted, unfortunately. I think LEGO got a little bit frustrated at me because I kept on submitting it and then eventually they got rid of it. So that was, I instantly knew this won't work. There's only one other way I can think of getting the generally in, and that is making it completely orange, but then it would just be an orange Dodge Charger, so it wouldn't really be that cool, I guess. K.I.T.T, however, K.I.T.T has been submitted multiple times before, not my K.I.T.T, but other K.I.T.Ts, and they've gotten in. They've even got to 10,000 supporters, but still did not get approved. So as far as I can tell, maybe Knight Rider's not being allowed anymore either, so K.I.T.T is out of the question once again. And yeah, you can just see that car there. And if I get my K.I.T.T here, and we'll check out K.I.T.T's new back. As you can see, the backlights are one skinny away from the top instead of two skinnies like they previously were. And there's a little gap there. As you can see, that made the back slightly thinner. And because of making the inside stronger, this door opens a heck of a lot better. So yeah, that's pretty much basically it, really. And yeah, so hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. Also, I wanted to mention one more thing. I got rid of the cheese slope, so it's actually this front bit is actually bent slightly more, tilted downwards. That helped to decrease the stress put on, because it was actually slightly illegal. It helped decrease the stress on K.I.T.'s front, which also is a positive for me. So yeah, there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hope to see you guys all next time. Bye!